Hey guys, so today I'm going to try to give you a short review of Tobii Eye Tracking. Now, I have used it not that much in FS because it has been implemented into FS in a way it just doesn't work. Let's put it as simple as that. Now, I'm going to show you how it works in FS, and then I'm going to show how we compare how it works in ETS as a comparison. So I'm going to show you the wrong way of implementing a tracking software and the right way of doing it. So here we go. Now to start off with, when you get the game or when you boot up FS, then of course you want to set up the eye tracking. So I go into options. I go into start. I'm going to start here and then check here. Hit eye tracking on. Good. It's now active. I'm then going to go down here to see how many settings do I have for eye tracking. Oh, I only have sensitivity. Oh, well, only sensitivity. That's probably just an option for the main menu. I'm sure there'll be more in the game, so I can adjust exactly how it works. Let's go and see. Career. I see a game on Elm Creek. I started a easy game only using some DLC, no mods, no nothing. So this is basically how you will have it will work for you if you get Tobii Eye Tracking. So we're now in the game. Now I'm going to jump into the Deutsch. Okay, Deutsch. Okay, here we go. Now the way the camera works or the tracking works for FS is super weird and, in my opinion, not implemented properly. So I'm not going to look a bit to the right, a bit to the left, try and get center. There we go. I think the camera's centered now. Now in other games like ETS and so on, you will be able to tell the game and the software, this is where my center, the camera should be centered at all times. But not in FS. So I'm not going to look to the right with my eyes only. Right. Oh, look, I'm looking to the right, more, and the camera moves to the right. That's perfect. That's how it should be. I'm now going to look at the center of the screen, okay, of my screen. There we go. Now it moves a bit more back to the center, then it kind of stops, and there we go. That's not how it should be. And I need to look to the left, just recenter, and then there we go. That's not how it should work. It should just, not snap back instantly, but move pretty fast back. So if we could do this, it should be more like this. A bit faster maybe, and then it should be centered. Once I look at the center of the screen, it does not do that in FS. So, and yeah, that's a bit of a failure if you ask me. That's not the how the hit tracking or eye tracking should work. And let me just point out, I'm using the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, and it does have head tracking abilities as well. So it should be able to track my head, but it doesn't. It only tracks my eyes, which is a bit sad, because while eye tracking is great for looking at minor details, using a head is far more natural. And as the software and the actual hardware supports it, why not let the game support it? I don't know. So back to looking center. Now, the way the camera seems to work with the eye tracking using Tobii is that it works a bit like a analog stick on on a controller for an Xbox controller or a PlayStation 5 controller. Like you got the analog stick. If you look to the right, stop moving, and then it just centers. It just stops moving, and that's where you're looking. A bit like the mouse. You get the idea. If I look to the left with a analog stick and then stop moving it, just like my eyes, then it looks straight ahead. Then it looks in that direction. I then need to look to the opposite direction to recenter it. There we go. That's not optimal. Now, I'm not sure. No, I can't even. Hey, here we go. Oops, stop. I'm not going to go outside. Now, out here, I can use my mouse. If I go back to the cab, there we go. So, yeah, that's no good. Can't have that. So let's see. Okay, maybe there's an option. Maybe I can change it. Okay, first we got the first menu. Okay, that's just the in-game map with all the filters. Next option is the workers. Then we got the weather. Oh, sorry, we got the calendar, the weather, prices, vehicle overview, finances. We got animals. Then we got some contracts, production chains. Oh, here, statistics. Nope. Oh, game settings. Let's go see. We got something about saving, the difficulty, traffic, seasons, crops and growth, vehicle control. Maybe on here. Nope, nothing in here. AI workers. No. Okay. Let's move down to general settings. Help menu, color by mode, blah, 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 blah. No, none of that. None of that. No, no. Oh, wait. This, no, remember the camera position for each vehicle when you exit it. That's no use if I do that. And just do that. Go back. Okay, I'm going to look to center. I'm going to look to the right now. That is where I'm going to save my camera now. Okay? And then exit. And again. And in cap. Oh, look. It's not even looking centered. Perfect. I may have looking a bit to the right, but you get the idea. I shouldn't have to do this and this to recent the camera. I shouldn't really have to do that. So not that. It's not that. Camera sensitivity. Nope. That's just for the mouse. It's useless. Useless. Nope. 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 Okay, Giants. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love your games. Always have. I've pretty much played since the beginning of FS, but this is not good enough. Nope. There's no. I have checked. I'm just going to scroll down quickly, but there's no controls either for resetting the camera with the tracker. I have not found it at least, so I'm going to assume it's not here. So another bad thing. Nope, can't have that. And then a help menu. So conclusion is, I'm going to move back into the menu because it's a bit weird. There we go. So the conclusion is, it has been implemented very badly into FS, at least the Tobii Eye Tracker software. Sad. I wish that they would at least make eye tracking a bit better. I would love to see face tracking working, but eye tracking at least improve that a lot more. We need to be able to center our camera view in the position where we want it to be by using a button like F12 or a numpad 0, something, a customizable button to tell the game and the software, this is where the camera should always be centered when I'm looking at the middle of the screen. If I look to the right, they didn't move to the right, correct. But once I look at the center of the screen, the camera should move right back into the center, because that is how it should work. It doesn't. I'm going to show you how it works in ETS2, just to compare it, okay? Okay, and welcome back. We're now in ETS2. In ETS2, I prefer to use head tracking, but for right now I'm going to only use eye tracking because, well, that is what we're comparing at the moment. So I'm going to look, did I hit? There we go. It's pretty much centered. I mean, it moves around a bit. You can adjust that. It's a bit too responsive. So let's go do that. Let's go change some stuff. Let's press Shift and then numpad. Oh, look at that. We got a whole menu of stuff. We got extended view. We have a ton of different options. We got the gaze tracking settings, the head tracking settings, and some other stuff. It's nice. It's good. It's what we want. Or what I want. Sorry. I can't speak for everyone, but it's what I would like to see in FS. Maybe not this many options. I mean, just a bit more options, please. Thank you. Okay, let's go back up here. Now we are focusing on gazing. Now the gazing is a bit too responsive right now, mainly because if I move my eyes just a tiny bit, it responds, and I don't want that. So I'm going to move it over a bit. It's not that responsive. Maybe a bit more. Let's put it at 0.15. Let's do that. Okay, there you go. Back to the game. Okay, I can move my eyes a tiny bit without it responding all the time. Okay, let's see. In FS, if I look to the right, I'm going to do that now. Oh, I'm looking to the right. I'm looking almost out the side mirror. There we go. Perfect. Now I can look out the side window, right hand window, and in the mirror as well. And if I now gaze or look straight back at the center of my monitor, look what happens. Oh, it recentered the camera. Oh my god, that's amazing. This looks to the right or left, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. Oh, here I'm not. I'm now looking at my other monitor, but yeah, there you go. And looking straight again at the camera. There we go. So, what does ETS do? ETS knows where the center of my camera is, where the starting position of my camera is. Rather, I mean, that's how it works. At least how I think it works, or assume it works based on how Track IR works. Track IR works. So if I'm going to look straight again, I can press arrow down on my keyboard, and then it resets the camera. Boom. That's now my starting position using eye tracking and head tracking. So if I look to the left and then look straight again at the middle of the monitor, then the camera will go back to the center. That is how eye tracking should work. I should be able to look straight, look to the right, see, okay, there's stuff over there, look back straight, and then this just recenters at the center of the screen. That's how it should work. It doesn't work that way in FS, at least not good enough. It needs some adjusting. It needs some working. Then they need to redo some stuff there. Now I'm going to quickly enable my what you call it, head tracking. There we go. Back. Here we go. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, hang on. Let me just go back. I need to re-enable my gaze so I can look up here. Yep. I think it's because if I enable and disable gaze, there might be a minor bug there. So I'm going to disable it now. And now the camera is still looking a bit down. Why does it do that? I don't know. Hang on. Yeah. Doesn't work. Oh, here we go. Much better. Now I can use my head to turn. It feels a lot more natural. Not a lot better. I can then see. I need to turn my head a lot to look that way. I can increase my turning angle, but it's a bit too much if you ask me. I could then enable my gaze settings. Go in here, go to gaze back here, and if I then now look left and then use my eyes, boom, I can look outside and to the back without having to break my neck, basically. A lot better. So yeah, head tracking is great, gazing is great, or eye tracking is great, and eye tracking plus head tracking in ETS is perfect. It works how it should work. So yeah, that's my issue with FS. It doesn't really work that way. So I'm hoping that Giants will be able to fix that, change that, improve that. Because at the moment it's not worth getting the Tobii Eye Tracker for FS because it just does not work. If you play a lot of ETS, ATS, or F1 2022, 2021, or Microsoft Flight Simulator, then get it. But if you're going to only play FS with it, then do not get it. Just stick to your mouse, or get a controller. So yeah, it's a bit sad because I was hoping to use my wheel and my what do you call it, gear shifter, gear stick, and my side side panel. So I would not have to use my mouse. So I could just take my mouse and throw it away. I'm not going to throw it, but I could throw it away, and then only rely on my wheel, my pedals, my gear shifter. I keep forgetting what it's called. My gear shifter and my side panel, and just rely on those to play the game, as well as the Tobii Eye Tracker. But that's not what's going to happen right now. I am going to sit down and hope, really hope, that Giants will listen to this and change how it works in a patch. It would be pretty sad if I had to wait until the next game comes out, because I don't believe it will happen for at least another year. I'm thinking late 2024, if we're lucky. So that's my view on the that's basically my view on the Tobii Eye Tracking in FS. Tobii Eye Tracking in general, in all the other games I've played, is perfect. I love it. Not in FS. Not worth it. So please, Giants, please fix it, because I want to play the game without the mouse. The mouse sucks. So does the controllers, the wheel, and the gear shifter, and the side panel, and the Tobii Eye Tracker would be ideal. The ideal way to play the game. Unless, of course, you decide to implement VR support, then that would be the ultimate way to play the game. But until then a tracking option like this that works properly is the best way. So yeah, that's my I don't know, 5 cents or 25 cents or how many cents the inflation. I don't know how much it's worth anymore, but yeah, that's just my point of view of how it's been implemented into FS compared to how it works in other games. So take it as you will. This is supposed to be a bit of a review, a bit of a feedback video. So yeah, but until the next video that might come, I don't know, maybe. I guess you guys have a great day, great week, great year, great Christmas. Christmas is around the corner, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.